Hi, welcome to my channel. Asia here. Um, I just want to share something that happened this morning while I was brushing my teeth. As you guys know, I'm a brusher, and when I do brush, I get messages. So I was there in the bathroom earlier today. I'm in France, so somewhere about 2 o'clock this afternoon, I was in the bathroom brushing my teeth, yes, after 2 in the afternoon. So, while I was there brushing, I just felt this energy, this strong energy of, I just felt it. It was like, it says that the older generation had failed or has failed the younger generation, and is expecting the younger generation to fix what they had messed up, and that parents keep failing their children. Like, what I felt is like a child is saying this out loud, that our parents have failed us. That's what I felt. That was it. As if somebody was sending some message to me, telling me that parents has failed children, like a child itself was saying that. And I just want to touch on my perspective about these things, parenting and children and family. And for me, I believe that children, whatever the family structure, whichever location where they're born, wherever in the world, that children chose their parents. Children choose the location they would like to incarnate in, wherever to born, to have a certain experience. So the child chose the experience they want to have, and based upon the experience that they want to have, they have matching parents who are in that position, or who is able to give them the experience they need to grow into that best version of themselves, so to speak. So children choose their parents based upon the whatever the soul comes in to learn, the lessons that the soul want to learn. They choose the parent in that lighting, to have that soul growth, that experience for soul growth and soul advancement. So, to say that parents has failed, or children, or if the children are feeling that parents have failed them, I must say that it is somewhat traumatic, because me myself, I was raised in a family. Well, my grandmother had 13 children, most of them were women. My dad wasn't there. I grew up with my mother, my brother, and my aunts and cousins and uncles. So yes, I do have trauma from from my father's side of the family. And funny enough, it was last week that I did a inner child healing as it pertains to my father's side, because I do remember something that happened when I was younger, and I wanted the acknowledgement of my father. Well, not the acknowledgement. I was looking just for him to pat on the back and say, "Good job, son." And just getting the story brief. Let not. I just wanted that from my dad. I'm an academic person. I am a smart guy. So I remember when I was younger in Jamaica, I went to Jamaica College, and this was my second form year. I was about 14 at the time, and in the overall school, I had like good grades and stuff. So they give awards for that at the end of the school term, and I was the one who got most of the awards, trophies, medals, certificate for the best performer in the school. So I got these awards, my trophy, my certificates for my academic performance, and I went to visit my dad one weekend after to show him my trophy, excited and all, and yes, I'm gonna show this to my daddy so my dad can see that I'm doing well in school and I'm not wasting their money or their efforts and whatnot. So I visited my dad, and I was there and I showed him everything, and all I wanted was for my father to just give me a tap on the shoulder, not even a hug or anything, just tap on the shoulder and say, "Good job, son, continue." But instead, what my dad did, he looked at me and he said to me, "What do you want from me? You're doing this for you and not for me." Ooh, that hurt. You know, as a 14-year-old child growing up. I mean, didn't live with my father. I lived with my mom, and I went to visit my dad to show him how I was performing well in school and stuff like that, and he said that to me. But funny enough, when he said that to me, those are the exact words. You're doing. It's like he's Jamaican. So he was like, "May you not do this for me. You do that for yourself." And it hurt me. I felt it, and but there's something deep down inside me that said to me, "But you know your father is right. You're actually doing this for you and not for him. So don't take it personal or anything." I didn't really take it to heart because I know my father is a little bit not crazy, but he's a little bit disconnected from the whole family construct and thing, and that I understand now. And I needed to choose a father like that because he himself has star seed. He's a star seed. So, but he's a generation who is not so open to that because it's Jamaican Rastafarism and stuff like that. So yeah, so that was that. I was looking for validation from my father when I was younger, and I didn't get it, but I somehow grew up to be okay. At a younger age, I understood that I couldn't live my life based upon the validation of other people. I knew that from a younger age, so I was usually mostly by myself, alone. So what I want to say, this is goes back to say is that it's not that parents are failing the children, is that the truth is some of these parents, they didn't get the parenting to know how to parent a child. And that's the whole bottom line. We have been dragged from our families, they have been traumatized, so that family structure is no longer there. And it is not so much to blame the parents, but the generation before them and the generation before them. Because, as a child, we absorb whatever we see around us and we grow with that intention and mindset. And we tend to treat our children the same way. But that's just another perspective to look at it. My perspective, what I see is that we choose our parents, we choose the experiences that we have. So the truth about it, yes, it can seem that like they're toxic homes, and yes, they're toxic parents and toxic homes. But if a child finds him or herself in a toxic home, is because that child needs to have that experience within a toxic home to rise above that when they're much older, and to not create a toxic home if they so choose or had decided to have a family themselves. So, so that's my perspective. Okay, that's what I think. So, and this is why today I'm not angry at my parents. I haven't spoken to my dad in a long while, and it's not like there's any hate or resentment or anything. It's just more of and I love my dad, and I know my dad loves me too, but we just don't communicate. We don't have this relationship. It was never there, the communication. And I think that came from him not having that relationship with his father as well. So he just never knew how to be that daddy that society expected him to be towards his children. But it's all good. I'm grown. I'm fine. I want to thank him. And my mother, we're very close. She's like my best buddy. We talk about things. She understands me because some of my gifts, I got my gifts from her as well. She have a few clears going on for her, but she's still on the religious side of things, Christian, Jesus Christ stuff. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the old parenting. And yes, there will be a new blueprint for parenting. And as we say again, there's so many things I want to touch on as it pertains to the reality that we see and the actual reality of things. Um, and that the life that every human being is experiencing actually was the life of their choice. We chose to have a certain experience at a certain time, and you have to reach a place of oneness, or to actually see what's really playing out and how it's and why it is playing out the way it is being played out. Yes, I'm not gonna hide the fact that I do recognize something else as well, that it has been set in such a way that um, a demographic of people or ethnicity has to be playing like catch up and all those things. And the reality, it is true, it exists. So I need to touch on certain things. I used to close my eyes and say, oh, I can't touch on certain things because of so and so and so. But from my observation, this is what I'm telling the people, or from my experience. It's like we were meant to catch up. Like, yes, it is true what's happening to you, but it's like you're starting the race when the rest of the partakers in the race, they're like 800 meters ahead of you. You're just getting up out of your blocks to go to the finish line when everybody started and is already 800 meters on the field. So that thing I'm seeing as well. And I seen that I want to believe that we chose to have the experience played out this way or that way. And I just want to know if there are any other starseed or light workers out there who are actually seeing things in that way, like from the oneness perspective, that we're all here, we're all playing out this thing for soul growth. And it's a reason behind the experiences that we have, and we chose the experiences for a reason. So I'm going to leave it right here, and for those who eyes are opened and ears can hear, will actually get what I'm trying to say. So there are no bad parents. Every parent, they're doing the best they can and the best they know how to. Yes, some will want to say that it's toxic and this and that, but then again, these people are playing on the toxicity or the negativity in this third dimension. They are light workers, they're star seeds, they're angel souls as well, and they just needed to play out that polarity so that we can shed light on that polarity, so that we can see to know that, okay, this is a little bit dysfunctional, this doesn't work the way it should work, and we should change that. So in the effort to correct parenting as we go continue in the future, we would like to say it is best for us to just come to the understanding that whatever home or family structure a child was born into was a choice of that child to have a certain experience that only that family structure could give to that child at a certain age for their experience here on the earth, or for their soul growth, or to take part in their mission, or to evolve into that person, to embark upon their mission at an old age, or these souls they choose this family structure or location to have this experience for a soul growth purpose, to so the soul could experience what it is like, so has to have others shed light on that it is not how to say it, it is not the best for everybody involved. So that's what we need to look at now. And as it pertains to parenting, I'm thinking that these children that are coming in, they're coming in, most of them coming in with their DNAs activated. And this is why they vaccinate us. So, because in the vaccination, you would like to know how many splices of other animal DNAs they put in those vaccines to give to us, so that we get a little bit confused on our way growing up. But your guys are strong, you will break through that. Me myself, I have so I explained to my mother the kind of things I discover with my body, and I explained to her that this is why I have the body, and this is why I have certain kind of hormones doing certain things, and I try myself to work through all of that to be who I am right now. So yeah, and I'm just at the point where I'm gonna say that nothing is working against us and everything is working for us. Um, Nothing can ever stop what the creator wants to happen. They can only slow it down. So everything was just slowing down things, but now we're moving forward, and nothing's going to slow us down again. So that was just my thing about parenting and children, and we should get into a space where children parents actually listen to their children, listen to what their children has to say, or wait, children has or have, I don't know, children has to say about how they're feeling, things of interest and stuff like that, and don't tell the child that they're stupid or want the child to conform to cultural norm or societal norm. Listen to what the child has to say. We're in a different space in time, different energies. We are actually now in higher dimensional energies in this third dimension realm. So yeah, still in 3D. We're gonna still be in 3D, but there's energies that are now here in 3D is from the higher realms. So there you go, guys. I hope this made sense, and I see you guys in another video. Bye for now.